Hi, I'm Dave Koch from AeroMedia Aircraft Photography, and let's talk aircraft photography. Today, I'm going to contradict something I said in the last video. We talked a lot about how I shot a whole ACJ in an hour and 15 minutes. And while I was proud of the fact that we were able to get that done then, it's not something I like regularly doing. It's something that we can do when we need to, but to be honest, the more time I have, the better product you're going to get. I don't like being in and out in an hour, even if it's a turboprop. I think there's a lot of great shots that can be made in 2, 3, or more hours. Now, I'm there to spend that time to get those shots. I'm not on an hourly clock. And hopefully you and I, have enough time with that aircraft to get those shots out of it. When the need arises, yeah, I can be in and out and be really quick. But what I really want from you is 2, 3, 4 hours. If it's a wide body, I'd like all day. I'd like 8 hours. It just seems to me the more time we've got, the more we can spend fine tuning and getting the best possible pictures. The first reason is weather. We may have overcast skies in the morning and clear skies at night. And if we've got the whole day and we don't need the whole day, we can cancel the morning and shoot in the afternoon when the skies are pretty and your aircraft is going to look great. It's not always that we need the whole time, but weather is unpredictable, especially when we're scheduling 2 or 3 weeks out. We don't know what that Friday is going to be like. I do tend to try and schedule a second day as a weather day too, and that I kind of do on my own. But that is to give us the flexibility if we've got some weather problems. So when we've got the chance to wait for weather, that's an ideal thing to be able to do, especially on a high-end campaign or something like that. When you've got the time, we want to wait for the optimal conditions. Sometimes the timing has nothing to do with either you or me. It has to do with the MRO that's finishing and going through the final punch list on that aircraft. Or it could be, I've had an aircraft once where they had to dry out the gas tanks and we couldn't do anything because there was aviation gas fumes around or something like that. This is aviation. Stuff like that comes up all the time. I'm ready to roll with it. And I think if you've been in aviation for any amount of time, you're used to that and you're used to rolling with it too. Well, rest assured, I'm there with you. Don't worry. I am prepared to sit there on a couch for 2 hours waiting for the wheel to be inflated or the tank to be filled or whatever it is that we need to do. If I have to catch a later flight, I catch a later flight. That's part of the job. That's not a problem. There are times when waiting matters, and there are times when waiting isn't going to affect things at all. I'll be honest with you about that. Sometimes you have a deadline, you have a principal that's coming in at 3 o'clock. Plane has to be ready for that principal at 3. I'm there for you. We'll have the job done at 3, even if the MRO doesn't hand the plane over to us at 2. We'll get the job done. Part of being a photographer is being visual and looking at things and noticing things. And when I do my walkthroughs, and I walk through every plane before I bring out a camera, I'll be looking at things. And, sometimes it's funny, you do the whole shoot. And then when you walk backwards through the plane, you notice things that you didn't notice going through this way. So I'm always ready to pull that camera back out and shoot something else, shoot more. The other thing I'd say to you as, somebody who's had that plane for a while, what's cool and good about that plane. I'm going to listen to you when you're telling me about the plane. But if there's something you really like, something that really stands out to you, something that's special about that plane, you let me know. I had one owner who had his initials embroidered into the seat backs. And yeah, he got more than a few close-up pictures of those embroidered initials. So yeah, things that stand out, things that are different, things that are special about your plane, let me know and we'll take the time to capture them. Bottom line, like all of aviation, nothing ever goes to schedule. And I'm prepared for that. And, you know, if possible, you be prepared for me going over because I'd like to take that extra time and do that extra work for you. But no matter what the cause of the problems or the interruptions or the changes or whatever, we're going to make it happen for you. I'm Dave Koch from AeroMedia. May your next shoot be your best shoot.